7 financial blind spots. Now, Jonathan, this is one of my favorite ones too. It's procrastination.
Yes.
And procrastination exists in the world. I have it at home every weekend. Wife has this big list she wants me to do, a honey-do list, and I procrastinate doing the yard work, right? But I make a list at least, and we check it twice like Santa Claus did, and I know I didn't do things, and I get bad marks. But in the financial world, procrastination happens when people watching right now, maybe they have a retirement plan, or they think they have a retirement plan, but they're not sure if it's a retirement plan, or they have 4 or 5 401ks from different jobs, and they're all over the place. We call it splintered plans because they don't know what they have. So, and I think people put it off contacting people like us because they're afraid that they might not look, they might look dumb, or they might not know the answer. Yeah. So what would you tell anybody listening right now when they're putting things off, especially like we put off going to the doctor a lot of times? We don't want to hear what he says. Usually the doctor tells you to lose weight, stop eating what you're eating. You don't want to hear that. But in the financial world, there's nothing to be scared of. Matter of fact, getting educated makes people feel better a lot more than feeling worse, and that's what there's no reason to put things off. In other words,
I agree, Coach. And invariably, we find that when folks do finally come in, they realize that the whole process is very similar to going to the doctor's office. Once you can get over your initial embarrassment or fear of talking to a stranger about your personal financial situation, you'll come to realize that this person is trying to help you, and they can help you figure out how these pieces all fit together.
Yeah, it's important. Yeah, putting the puzzle together. And so, yeah, I think half the battle is getting started with anything. And so, but there's nothing to be afraid of. And so I think that when you stop procrastinating and you get the goals written down and you get the plan written down, you figure out, hey, based on what I'm doing now, Jonathan's put a plan together for me that I can retire a year early now if I do what I'm supposed to do. That makes you feel good. Or maybe you want to work longer, but now we can work on our terms instead of working on the employer's terms. Or now you're not worried about being laid off because you have a plan that's got income built into it and that kind of thing. So it's just knowing is not the hardest part anymore. It's the hardest part is doing something, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah, and getting the we've seen that the world record where the guy could push a train, like it was just a small train, but once he got it started, it got easier and easier. Or a guy who here was one, a guy dragged a jet with his teeth.
I saw that.
He said getting it started was the hardest part. So there's nothing to be scared of. And so all you have to do, there's no cost, no obligation. Call the number you see on the screen, and let's get everything organized to give that peace of mind as you approach retirement.